Welcome to the Idea Space, a podcast devoted to sharing strategies and tools to help you make your dream life possible. I'm your host, Jen Liddy, a teacher turned entrepreneur. It's my mission to help women grow their businesses and get what they want without feeling guilty, overwhelmed, or confused. If you're tired of your ideas spinning around your mind and you really want something more for yourself, you're in the right place. Learn how to create the space to make your ideas a reality. I promise, if I can do this, anyone can. Let's go. Hi, welcome to the Idea Space podcast. I'm your host, Jen Liddy. And if you're like me, I wonder if you have been wondering, will everything be okay? I know that at the end of a long day, home, with my family, not going anywhere, wondering about business, wondering about the world, wondering about people's health, I ask my husband sometimes, are we going to be okay? And he always says, yes, we're going to be okay. And it's very reassuring to me because he says it from his heart, and I know he means it. And on my walk last week, at the end of the week, I was thinking about what it means to be okay. And I was just thinking about John's words. I say, is it going to be okay? And he says, yes. And I got to thinking about what this idea of being okay actually means. And when I'm out on a walk, I really have the freedom to think and let my mind wander. And I realized that being okay, when he says that to me, he's telling me the truth, because being okay doesn't mean that it's going to be the same, that it's going to be like it was, or that everything's just going to go back to normal. When he says it's going to be okay, what he means is that no matter what happens, we're going to figure it out. Even if it's hard, or it's different, or it's uncomfortable, we are going to get through it. And I think that was a really helpful aha for me that I wanted to share with you, because you, like other people, maybe worrying in moments, are we going to be okay? Is our family going to be okay? Is our business going to be okay? Am I going to be okay? And I know that these are hard, confusing, strange times, but we're going to be okay if we can stay agile and remember that okay does not mean that we're the same. It means that we can handle whatever comes to us. And part of that is managing our mind, which I talk about a lot. And it's managing our energy and our time to help us get through these hard things. So today, what I'd really like to teach you about is one tool that I have really wanted to hammer home with my clients, because I've been talking to so many people who feel like I need to offer more and more, and I need to give more and more in order to create value for people. And I've been thinking about this more idea, and it's really easy to believe that we need to give more to help people right now. We need to give more to our children who are being homeschooled right now, right? We need to give more at work, or we need to give more to our students or more to our clients. But the bottom line is, people don't really need more. They just need better. And I started to think about this more versus better idea and how it shows up in lots of different places in our lives. And I'm even thinking of life before COVID-19, right? I'm thinking about how much we try to give more and how it doesn't bring value. For example, have you ever hosted a party and you've wanted to take care of all the food allergies and people's preferences and all the different types of drinks that people like to have? And if this hasn't been you, maybe it's been someone you know, that person who wants to host a party and goes all out, bends over backwards to make sure that everybody's needs are met. Maybe she goes crazy, buying all the different kinds of liquors and making all the different kinds of drinks and making all the different kinds of foods, dairy-free, gluten-free, vegan food, like food for everybody, right? And she really gives more. And what it turns out that the people enjoyed was the company of each other, some simple foods, and they all drank the one wine that she bought because her husband loved it the most. You know what I mean? More was not better in that situation. She didn't need to offer more in order for it to be a better experience. Or one of the things I'm seeing right now are, I'm seeing on social media that parents are really going crazy because it's so hard to work from home. and take care of our families and try to do schooling. Like there's a lot happening right now for people. And so maybe as a mom, you feel like, oh, I have to do more for my kids. And I've been seeing it play out like, the mom who's laid out the perfect day for her kids, only to find her children upstairs with the hamster, using the old paper towel roll holders and the empty the toilet paper holder rollers for a habit trail for their hamster. That's a time when like the kids don't need more from you. They need better. More does not equal better, parents. Please remember that. And I'm also seeing this in the entrepreneurial world, and this has gone on forever, right? Like the entrepreneur who wants to offer a program and throws in all the bells and whistles, like throwing more and more and more into a program, like not just time with me coaching, but then you get recorded videos and live trainings and a Facebook community and group coaching and guest experts and worksheets, like all the things, because if we offer people more, then it will be better, right? And that is a myth I really want to talk to you about, especially during this time when it's important for us to keep our energy and our time clear so that we can actually be present for the people that really need us right now. Offering more to people paralyzes their already overwhelmed brains. Nobody wants to have to make more decisions. Really, what we're looking for is ease. So here's a tip I really want to ask you to think about. Stop asking, what else can I give to my children, to my guests, to my client? And instead, try the question, what would make this better? What would make this easier? What would make this more valuable? How can I make their lives better? It's usually not with more. There's this old example in the entrepreneurial world of if you went into a store to buy some jam because you ran out of jam, and the aisle with the jam had 350 different types of jam. The statistics show you would leave without any jam because you would be overwhelmed by all the choices. And it is all the choices that makes us paralyzed, that makes us not take action. But if you had 6 different types of jam to choose from, you would certainly choose one, go to the checkout line, buy it, and leave. So this works for you in real life too. How can you maneuver through this difficult time with your time and energy intact? And one of the ways to do it is through managing what you're offering to people. So generally, people tell me these are the things that make things better for them: clarity and honesty, support and guidance, systems and roadmaps. Those are the things people are looking for. Like, hold my hand and tell me how to get there in the path of least resistance, right? And I know that as an entrepreneur, you want your audience to feel relief from their pain points, and giving them more and more and more doesn't do that. It actually just muddles their mind. It complicates things and it forces them to make choices when they're already in decision fatigue. So the place that this is also true right now is in your messaging, which is vitally important right now. And I've already talked about how much it's needed for you to show up and be in service, but it doesn't mean you need to do more and more and more. You need to do better, more concise, more clear, more pointed, more helpful. So in your marketing and your messaging and your content, don't throw more at your audience. They can't absorb everything that you're trying to say to them. Instead, create some better messaging that lands on their ears, because right now you have a limited amount of time and energy. So do your audience members, and they don't need to sift through it to pick out what's going to work for them. Better messaging is vital right now. So I wonder, do you know how to create messaging to land on your audience, that they don't need to sift through it and that they can actually hear it? So here are 3 tips for you to help you create digestible, bite-sized messages. Number 1, consistently show up with one clear, simple message at a time. Don't try to teach them. The second one is don't try to teach them deeply everything you know, because they can only absorb so much. And the third is don't fire hose them. Provide them a little bit of what they need right now and not more. So if you're thinking in terms of all of the things, in terms of your working from home situation, your entrepreneurial situation, your family situation, if you're thinking more is better, please remember that really the only thing that's better right now is clarity and conciseness. And that's why if you're struggling with help, needing help with these things, I'm here to help you master your message so that your audience can hear it. And I have actually put 8 open spots on my calendar to talk to you because I know how important this is. So if you'd like a master your message strategy call and you'd really love to get better results from your messaging, then go to my website, jenliddy.com. That's it. That's my only message for you today. Work on better and not more. And if you're struggling with that, I'm the person to help you. Serve your clients better by providing them with exactly what they need, and save yourself the time and energy that you have been putting forward and give it to yourself so that you can get through this difficult time. I hope that you are safe. I hope that you are healthy. I hope that you are well. And I also hope that you are really working on what you would like next for your business, because it's so important that we keep hearing your message. Thanks for listening all the way through, and I will see you next week. Bye. Thanks for joining me today. If you like what you heard, please subscribe to the Idea Space in your podcast app. And tell that friend of yours who needs some help getting where she wants to go. I'd be so appreciative if you left a review, because then we can help more women create the space for their ideas too. Go to jenliddy.com/free to grab the many free resources there to help you move forward. And I will see you next time. Bye.